feeling like.
Have a good day, and all my homies wanna ride today, and all these mommies look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party.
Well.
Heyo, how you doing?
It appears we made it to a hump day bump day. The date is June 18th, the year 2025. So, Logan,
I have something for you.
I was hoping you did.
For you, for your husband, to anybody who's grilling out there this summer. A friendly reminder when you're grilling kebabs, or maybe you're doing kebabs over the fire, soak your skewers.
Soak them in what?
Soak them in water. You
For-
don't know this trick.
Oh, does the meat stick to the skewer
No,
otherwise?
the skewer itself burns.
Oh,
And
no.
Yes, and so you can't grab it. It falls apart. It's a you-know-what show. And secondary reminder, see something, say something. Over the weekend, I was setting up the skewers in the morning. I was marinating stuff all day, and I was going to set the skewers up in the morning so I could grill them in the evening. And a buddy of mine was like, hey, Logan. And I was like, what's up? He's like, he was nervous. Like, I don't want to step on your toes, but like, did you soak them? And I was like, thank you, Zane. Thank you. I forgot. I forget it every year. I do skewers all the time in the summer. And the first one of every summer, I always char up and burn, and the skewer falls apart because I always forget to soak them.
I wouldn't know that trick.
Yeah, you have to. You got to do like overnight, soak the skewers. They'll still char up and burn a little bit, but they'll stay intact.
Yeah. So it's definitely a preventative measure.
Correct. So that's my good deed of the day. I told anybody who grills that, and that's all I have to offer today.
Thank you for the PSA. Are you out of here after that, since that's all you have to offer?
Have a great day. Play safe.
Okay, sounds good. Yesterday, we had some riveting conversations around getting pooped on by a bird in public.
Ew.
Man, it's happened to so many of us. So we're going to relive some of our favorite tales now. I hope you enjoy. We are number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ, and we are Kira and Logan in the morning. They say when a bird poops on you, it's good luck. But I think it's one of those things that when it happens, people just feel bad for you. They see that you're in an all-time low and they're trying to turn a negative into a positive. Like when it rains on your wedding day and people are like, oh, it's good luck.
You're going to be married forever. Blah, 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 blah.
It's like, is it really good luck?
Yeah.
Or you just feel bad that all my guests are soggy, drenched rats?
You got a bird ever do what they do on you?
Yeah, they do what they do on me. Well,
What happened?
really just one time. It was very public. I was on the ferry to Martha's Vineyard, from Falmouth to Martha's Vineyard. And we were sitting on the top deck. It was a beautiful summer day. And we were, me and my friend Jamie and my husband Steven were like in the front row. And a whole flock of seagulls starts like gathering above the boat. And
we know what a seagull makes.
because everybody's eating sandwiches up there.
Yeah.
And pretzels and good stuff.
Yeah,
and
they know. They love that boat.
Oh, yeah, they love that boat. So they're just flying along with us. And then all of a sudden, a big dookie bomb from a seagull up above drops right on my bare skin. I was wearing shorts, of course. It was summer.
Ew.
And it just landed right on my thigh with a big thud. And because I was in the front row of the top deck, everybody behind me saw what happened.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
Oh, really? It was a public shaming.
It was, yeah, as if it's not embarrassing enough to have a bird do its business on you.
Yeah. Did you had to get up and go clean yourself?
I sure did.
Sure.
I sure did. And on my way to the bathroom, my walk of shame with my, dookie stained leg, everyone's like, it's good luck.
Oh, shut up, everyone.
I've been through enough, haven't I? So we would love to hear your story if you've ever had a birdie do their business on you. I was very surprised to hear that Logan has never been through this. A man of nature, I thought that would have happened at some point.
Yeah, I don't remember that ever happening. It's happened to me in my Grammy. I was right next to my Grammy, and I think it fell right in her beautiful head, and I was like, oh, poor Grammy.
Oh, Grammy.
What a sucker. She should move a little quicker.
She doesn't deserve that. She's a saint.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever happened to me though.
Okay, well, has it ever happened to you? We would love to hear the tale. Did people tell you it was good luck, but it didn't feel like good luck? Tell you that for free. 603-749-0975. I know it's an embarrassing story. It's a vulnerable story. So if you're willing to share, we will reward you. We have a pair of tickets to see Dierks Bentley. That's a good reason to call and talk to your besties about bird poopy. 603-749-0975 is our number. And if it's not about you, maybe your bestie got pooped on by a bird in public.
Or Grammy.
Or your poor Grammy. Maybe that happened. 603-749-0975. Taking your bird poop stories on 97.5 WOKQ. Good morning. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It is us, Kira and Logan in the morning. They say when a bird poops on you, it's good luck. But if it's ever happened to you, you know it doesn't feel like good luck. Feels like God hates you. I'm just kidding. That's dramatic. But it does not feel good. So we would love to hear about the time that a bird did their business on you. Where were you? How many people witnessed the incident? How extensive was the cleanup? 603-749-0975 is our number. Hi, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. Who's this?
Jim.
Jim, welcome to the show. Did you get pooped on?
Well, I was riding my motorcycle
Oh no.
and got hit by a bird bomb, if you will,
Oh, I will.
and it hit me right. Luckily, I had a face shield on it, but it hit me right on the face shield and completely blinded me. And I was on Route 101 over near Milford, so I'm doing probably 55, 60 miles an hour, trying to slow down the bike, trying to wipe the stuff off of my face.
Is it just
Shield.
smearing when you're wiping it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, incredible. And I had it from the top of my helmet all the way down to my waist on my jacket. This must have been like an eagle or something.
Oh, my
Because-
God.
Yeah, this is a flock of seagulls. This ain't one.
Yeah, right?
What it laid down was unbelievable.
How long until you got it cleaned off? Like, did you find a gas station to clean it off? I'm picturing you going up to the gas pump and using one of those squeegees on your face.
Well, luckily I wasn't too far from home, and I was able to get it off the face shield and then get myself home and get cleaned up. But it was just a mess. It was everywhere.
That's
Not
crazy.
pretty.
That's a scary situation while on a bike.
Yeah, dangerous. I don't think anyone could possibly tell you that was good luck.
No, that was not good luck.
Well, thank you so much for sharing, Jim. I'm glad you lived to tell the tale. Still taking your bird dookie tales on 97.5 WOKQ. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. Has a bird ever pooped on you in public? People say it's good luck, but it sure doesn't feel like it. We would love to hear the story at 603-749-0975. Random caller who's willing to share and subject themselves to a little vulnerability could skip away with a pair of tickets to see Dierks Bentley. 603-749-0975 is our number. Hello, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. What's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy. Did a bird do a dookie on you, Trace?
Yeah. So I work at a middle school, and we were in D.C. with the 8th graders, and we were standing looking at the White House, and all of a sudden I thought somebody tapped me on the shoulder. And I turned to see who it was, and yeah, there wasn't anybody tapping me on the shoulder.
There was no one you knew.
And you said this is in front of kids, right?
Oh, yeah. They all saw it. They all started laughing. They were taking pictures. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's like you would rather do that in front of a family member or just an adult. Like, kids make you feel pretty bad.
Yeah, they do. They have that way.
Well, adults turn into kids when it happens. The boat full of people that saw me get pooped on were like, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry. There were adults taking pictures, too. I mean, it was literally everybody. I think
You're like, am I a celebrity?
That's
Exactly.
That's crazy. People want to take a picture of a stranger with a bird bomb on their shoulder.
People are weird.
Yeah, they are, for sure. But thank God for Tide Sticks.
Oh, Tide to go for the win.
Yeah,
It's a free endorsement right here.
exactly.
Thanks for the call, Trace.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, before we take any more calls, I will have to share this tale, or else my sister-in-law will be like, how did you talk about bird poop all morning and not tell my story?
What happened to her?
So she went to NYU, and we were visiting her, and we were, day drinking all around New York City.
Sure.
And it's about, 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
She's wearing this little romper with a little pocket on her left boob, and we're walking around, and a pigeon poops, and it goes directly in the pocket.
A perfect spot.
And she said, I know it doesn't feel lucky, but it's also so lucky. What a shot.
He's perfect. It's right. Was there any on the outside of the paqueta?
No, it just all
Right
went
in the
right
pocket.
in. That pigeon had amazing aim. She's like, I can't even be mad.
Wow, she's probably feeling the warmth on the inside of the shirt, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But nothing on the exterior. Pretty good. Pretty
She just
good
went
pigeon.
into the bar bathroom, cleaned herself up. We kept drinking.
Damn.
Yeah.
A professional.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about the pigeon.
Oh, true. They both were. 603-749-0975. We would love to hear about a time that a bird did their business on you in public. How did that go? How did that make you feel? 603-749-0975. Taking your calls on 97.5 WOKQ. Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's us, Kira and Logan in the morning. They say when a bird poops on you, it's good luck. But if it's ever happened to you, you know it doesn't feel like good luck. We would love to hear the tale of when this happened to you. 603-749-0975 is our number if you'd like to share. WOKQ, thank you for holding.
Oh, no worries.
Okay, what's your name? Where are you from?
Beth from Rochester.
Hey, Beth, did you get pooped on by a bird in public?
I did.
What happened?
On a ferry on a girls' trip to Martha's Vineyard.
Just like me.
I know. I was listening this morning. I'm like, no way. Same thing. But this was a lot longer ago. It was like over 30 years ago. We put the car in the ferry, and then we went up to the top deck to, watch everything. And we're all hanging around the railing and just chatting and stuff. And all of a sudden, this bird came along and pooped on my head, in my hair. So it was gross.
And you're on a girls' trip. You're feeling flirty and fun and free. And all of a sudden, a bird just does their business in your hair. And it's like, how do we come back from this?
Oh, yeah. And you go in they have those little tiny heads for a bathroom. Tried to rinse it out. Yeah, it was just gross until we got to the inn and got cleaned up.
I was just going to say, it's like when it happens not near where you're located, like you can't change. You can't get into a real bathroom and like clean yourself up. You know what I mean? Like I'm picturing an airplane bathroom, except on a ferry. Like they're probably comparable size, right?
Not ideal.
Yikes.
Airplane bathrooms are bigger than those things. I think you should give the tickets to the guy on the motorcycle.
Oh, she's casting a vote.
Thanks for the vote.
It's like The Voice, but with poop stories.
With the romper pocket. Either one of those.
The romper pocket is my sister-in-law, and she's not eligible, but it is a good story.
Oh, yeah. So, but otherwise, I'd say the motorcycle guy, because that was it. All over the front of him. He's going along, it just spreads at 55 miles an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
I know there was an element of danger.
Well, that's good feedback. Thanks for weighing in.
Thank you. I hope you guys have a great day.
Take care.
Too. Nice to talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, thank you for holding. What's your name? Where are you from?
Brittany from Rochester.
Hey, Britt. So, did a bird do their business on you?
Yeah, it was not a good time. So I was actually car shopping, and I was over an hour away from home, and this was at like the beginning of COVID, so finding cars were like far and in between.
Sure.
But I was standing outside of the dealership with my dad. We were talking, and there was a bunch of seagulls flying over, and right down the side of my face, in my hair. And I just said, because I had heard that phrase too, that it's good luck, and I just looked at my dad. And I was like, well, I hope that means something. And I had to walk through the entire dealership with multiple people in there with bird poop down the side of my face and my hair.
When it's in the face, it just feels like next level shame.
Hair is even
Like
worse.
violated.
So-
Violated, yes.
Here's the question, though. Did you end up buying a car from that dealership?
I did.
Come on. So it was good luck.
Did you get a good deal?
Exactly. I actually did.
And honestly, shout out to you for just like not getting back in the car and going home. A lot of people would be like, okay, I was pooped on today. Let's call it a day.
Right, I'm going to,
Instead,
just go home.
you said, let me test drive some vehicles with a substance in my hair looking like a Long Came Polly or whatever the heck that movie. What's that movie? You were just talking about it.
There's something about
Mary.
I washed my hair in the sink, and there was a woman in the bathroom, and she was just looking at me, and I was like, I got pooped on by a seagull.
You're like, yeah, I got pooped on. Thanks for taking the time to share this tale, Britt.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, you just gonna hang up? What if we wanted to give you something?
I'm here for it.
We're wondering if you maybe want to go see Dierks Bentley on All or Dime.
Oh my God, stop it.
Yo, you're going. Xfinity Center, Saturday, July 12th with Zach Top, Dierks Bentley. You're going, courtesy of your friends, Kira and Logan in the morning.
You guys are the best.
Have the best time, Britt. Sorry you got pooped on, but maybe this makes it better.
It sure will. Thank you, guys.
All right, stay.
249.
Think you've got what it takes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see. It's time to play Can't Beat Kira on 97.5 WOKQ.
Matt from Manch, you're on with Kira and Logan.
Oh,
Hello.
morning.
Are you? How's it going? Can you not hear us?
I could hear you.
Oh, that's good.
Seemed like you couldn't hear me.
Okay, well, you kept going, hello, hello. And I'm like, hello, good to see you. Have you ever played this game before?
Yes, I have a couple of times.
Oh.
Great. That's great. So do you want to kick me out of here?
Get on out of here, Kira.
All right, Matthew.
Matthew, what are you up to this morning? What are you doing right now?
I'm on my way to work.
On your way to work, and what's work for you?
Suspended ceilings, construction.
What'd you say, construction?
Construction, suspended ceilings.
Well, you kind of broke up right there, but that's okay. Let's get into it with question one. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Ringo Starr, George Harrison, John Lennon, and who make up the Beatles?
Paul McCartney.
Question number two. How many wives has Blake Shelton had?
3,
3.
including present.
Yep. Love it. And question number 3. Was Blake Shelton's debut album and album debut single and debut album Austin released in 1981, 91, or 2001?
I'd like to say 2001.
All right, dog. Kira is coming back in. Matt, how we feeling? Confidence-wise?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I gotta tell you the truth, Matt. You should feel pretty good.
Big Blake fan anyway.
Kira, welcome back.
Hi, it's good to be here.
I have
Gentlemen.
I have bad news for you.
What?
Well, not only did Matt do great, but one of the questions was multiple choice, and I forgot to even offer the options.
So now I don't get the option.
Correct.
Oh, thanks a lot, Matt. Pleasure doing business with you.
Question one,
Thanks,
Kira.
Logan.
Ringo Starr, George Harrison, John Lennon, and who make up the Beatles?
Paul McCartney.
Sir Paul McCartney is correct. Happy 83rd birthday.
Oh, very
That one
nice.
took me a while.
Did it?
But he did get it right.
That's all that matters.
Question two. Kira, how many wives, this is the multiple choice here, how many wives has Blake Shelton had?
Okay.
Let's think it through.
Let's think it through.
Let's talk it out.
Well, we know it. We know Miranda Lambert and we know Gwen Stefani.
Correct.
But I feel like he was married before Miranda to someone that like no one really talks about. I don't know why I feel that way, but I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say 3.
3 is the right answer. The options were going to be 2, 3, or 4. Trying to trick you with the 2. Someone named Kenneth Williams
I think he got married young.
or Kennedy Williams.
Let's go with Kenneth.
03 to 06. And both of you got that right, so it is 2-2. Question number 3. Speaking of Blake, was Blake Shelton's debut single and debut album, Austin, released in 1981, 1991, or 2001? Heck, or 2011.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Well, we know that's not it because you added it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Great job. Down to 3. Down to 3.
You rascal.
81, 91, or 01.
I don't think I know he's like old school, but he's not like 90s old. I'm going to say 2001.
2001. Great job. Yes, that is correct. You got that right. Matthew got that right. Both of you got 3 correct.
Ooh, doggy. All right, Matthew. We have good news. We have bad news. We do need to hear you say the phrase of shame. Do you know what to say? And are you still
Shut
there?
up. There's no way we lost him.
Why does this keep happening to us?
Hello.
There he is. He's emerged.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Matthew.
my God.
We got
hello?
no.
He's panicking. He's panicking.
Screaming hello isn't helping.
Hello.
Okay. I think we have you. Can you say the
Yeah.
phrase of shame?
I'm Matthew from Manchester. I can't beat Kira.
You got that out as fast as you could, and we should get this out. You're going to see Old Dominion, dude.
Thanks.
All right, hold on a
Thanks,
second.
after all that.
After all that, Lord have mercy.
Right.
Hold. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. So there was a little snafu that went on yesterday at Laney and Lou in Portsmouth, where I met up with Steven to have lunch. Logan, you might kind of know where this is going when I start. Let the story play out, I ask you. So, by the way, side note, Laney and Lou was an absolute social scene yesterday. I was only there for about a half hour, and I ran into 3 people I knew, one of them being Logan's neighbor, Pete.
Oh, you ran into Jones?
I did.
Come on.
I was like, Pete Jones.
Yeah, I love me some Pete Jones in the morning.
Yeah, it was the morning, actually. He's got this big burly beard now, and he's like, I'm going to Brazil tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. We're going to miss him.
Yeah, well, he's going to come back to America.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a few weeks.
For sure.
Anyways, so Steven and I are perched up. They have this like little coffee bar, and we're waiting for our food. And we hear, a few different names called, and then we hear Gwen, order for Gwen. And we're like, we perk up because our daughter's name is Gwen, and we don't hear the name a lot. And we're like, ooh, someone here's name is Gwen. We can't wait to tell this stranger we have a daughter named Gwen. Not that they'll care, but we're parents and we're obnoxious. And she just keeps saying, Gwen, is there a Gwen here? And there's no Gwen coming to claim this food. Like, she came out 3 different times to find the Gwen.
Sure.
And then she's getting annoyed, kind of, because she's like...
Yeah, you got the sandwich. She's just trying to get rid of and move on to the next one.
She's yelling for this mythical Gwen.
Mythical.
And so she goes to the girl who took the orders, and she's like, I can't find Gwen. Where's Gwen?
Yeah.
And she points to me, and the girl was like, sorry, I saw your necklace says Gwen, so I just assumed that your name is Gwen. And then I put your food under that name. I said, oh, that's my daughter's name. This is the first time I've worn this. This was my push present, this Gwen necklace that I wear every day. And I always thought that maybe it's confusing that people think my name is Gwen.
Yeah?
And it's the first time that it's kind of bit me in the bottom in public. Not really, because it was like, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting my food.
It is a permanent name tag.
It is. So I ask you, is it confusing that I'm wearing this necklace that is not my name?
Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Like, who's
I'm happy. I'm
who's
happy
staring
you're
at
saying
your
that.
chest that long?
Apparently, I thought it was interesting, and no shit. I love Laney and Lou. This girl was so sweet. It took my order, but I would never look at someone's necklace and be like, okay, that's her name.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of a funny snafu, but it did make me think: is this confusing more people than I'm realizing?
Well, maybe. But it is interesting, like when you have someone else's name tattooed or a necklace. Missy has a keychain that says Logan. I don't know why.
She really likes you.
Yeah.
She really likes you.
That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was thinking, down the line, of course, if I have other kids, am I going to
Are
have
you just going to extend it? The chain grows.
I mean, I'm wondering what I do, because I'm not going to just rep one child's name. I'm going to have to, equal. I can't pick favorites.
Can you imagine,
Even
though?
though she's my favorite.
Can you imagine, though, like down the line, you got like 4 and you just keep growing the chains and you go into Laney Lou's and they're like, is there a Gwen Francis Frankenstein?
Thank you for naming one of my children Frankenstein.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
So stupid.
Okay, 97.5 WOKQ. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We're Kira and Logan in the morning. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
So, like I said earlier on the show, I ran into Logan's neighbor yesterday, Pete Jones, out in the wild. And I got the opportunity to say, hey, we're going to be talking about your son tomorrow on the morning show.
No, we're not.
And his eyes got wide. Oh, it's not his son?
No, it's Jared. It's Jared's, but that's okay.
Oh, he really played along. I said the line and everything, and he was like, that's hilarious.
No, he
didn't even correct me.
Oh, man, that's awesome of
Okay,
him.
so this has all gone up in flames. Okay, anyways, so we are talking about the funny things that you have taught your kids to say, and then they say that thing, they execute it perfectly. So Logan's neighbor, not Pete Jones.
I'm sorry.
Well, I thought he could correct me.
He should have.
Because then I wouldn't be saying it now.
Yeah, that's what happens when you lie to people, Pete Jones.
Okay, so his neighbor Jared taught his son Miles to say, I'm a working man, I'm a golfing man.
It is the damn funniest and cutest thing ever. Mm-hmm. And he crushes it.
He's 2, right?
Yeah, ish. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know his exact age.
But he's a little guy.
Yeah, he's a little guy. About 2.
He doesn't have a job, which makes it funny.
Correct. And every time my wife and I are outside, he yells, I'm a working man and I'm a golfing man. And I just look at his dad. I'm like, I want my kid to be Miles when I have a kid.
The crowd goes wild. That's why he says it, because he knows what it does.
It's so cute. It's such a grown thing to say, I'm a working and a golfing man. Are you kidding me?
Like, you don't do either of those things, Miles.
I also like when like little kids are like, I have beer. Like I don't have a kid in mind, but I feel like I've seen kids be like, I drink beer, and I'm like, okay, you're 3, but okay.
Yeah, it's stuff that just tickles you inside when they say something adult, but they're just such a little part. Like Miles isn't a working man and a golfing man; he's a sleeping man and he's a snacking man.
Yeah. Well, hey, put some respect on his name.
Okay.
He is a golfing man.
He is a golfer, or he will be. He absolutely will be. So that's our question. The day. We were wondering if there is something hilarious that you have taught your kid to say, and then they say it out, like, at a barbecue, and you're like, yeah, that's
my boy.
That's my boy.
My boy, Blue.
Or that's my girl. We would love to hear that. Or it could just be something they've heard you say, and then they said it out in public, and you're like, yeah, they got that from me.
And bonus points if your kid's in the car and can perform on the spot.
Oh, we would love to hear it from them.
That would be awesome.
Bonus points for sure. 603-749-0975. Kids say the darndest things, but maybe they say something you taught them to say, and it makes you super proud. That's what we want to hear about. 603-749-0975. What did you teach your kid to say? Bonus points if the kid's in the car and can... Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. Logan's neighbor taught his toddler to say, I'm a working man, I'm a golfing man. And the crowd goes wild every time.
I love it.
How hilarious is that?
It's so cute.
To hear a little squeaky boy say, I'm a working man, I'm a golfing man. It's awesome. So that inspired our question of the day. What is something hilarious that you taught your kid to say, and they just execute it perfectly? And it makes you so proud. 603-749-0975 if you'd like to chime in. Hi, Robin. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning.
Hi, I love the topics that you guys talk about.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
This is not a paid actress, correct?
Correct. So I was on my way to work and I was listening about the little kids' things that they say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely not something I taught my kid to say, but it just left me laughing for the entire day.
What was it?
So he's kind of playing on the floor. He's probably about 2 years old. And I go to walk away, and in perfect pitch, I hear, "You're pissing me off."
It's so good.
Yeah, it was just priceless in the moment. And I'm like, I really laughed for quite a while about that one.
It's not just the words, it's the tone, right? Like,
exactly. The pitch, the tone, it was just so perfect.
yeah.
When little kids, and really it's that 2 to 4 age, when they say adult-like sentences, my gosh, is it funny?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not going to correct. You just laugh because it's just too funny not to.
Well, that's the issue. You laugh and then they keep saying, you're pissing me off.
You're pissing me off. I love it, Robin. Well, thank you so much for making time for us this morning.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoy you every morning.
Thanks,
Have a great
Robin.
day.
You rock.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Vanessa. Okay, so what did you teach your kid to say that they executed perfectly?
It was actually my sister's daughter, and she was about 3 years old. And we taught her red rum, and she used to stick her finger up like the little one in the mirror in the movie.
Stop.
It was ridiculous. And my sister is kind of prim and proper and, really strict about things. And we sent her home from her first sleepover at my house doing this.
Oh, wait, time out. I didn't realize she learned it from you.
Oh, yeah. And she would do it in that little voice, red rum. Oh, God, it was hysterical.
Oh, my God. And your sister's like, she's never sleeping over again.
Yeah, to this day.
That's outstanding. I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you so much for the call. So we're still taking your calls at 603-749-0975. What is something you taught your kids to say and they execute it perfectly? 603-749-0975. Taking your calls on 97.5 WOKQ. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. What is something hilarious that you taught your kid to say and then they execute it out in public perfectly and you say, that's my boy or that's my girl? 603-749-0975 is our number. Hello, thank you for holding.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
My name's Marlo.
What did you teach your kid to say?
Well, I didn't really teach him to say, but you know how kids repeat things.
Yeah.
So 3's kind of a rough age. So he was about 3 years old, and I was talking to somebody, and I was like, oh my God, 3. Like, I'm not sure if he's going to make it to 4. Somebody later on asked my child how old he was, and he's like, 3, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it to 4.
This is why we did this topic right here for this call.
Yeah. So I was like, one of those cringy parent moments. I'm like, oh my God.
And the person that your kid's talking to is like, is this child dying? And like talking about it very casually?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you get the eyeball look. It was great. Classic.
Oh my God.
Classic. Yeah. That must be a story you tell all the time.
Oh, yeah. They're 18 now.
Well, I don't know if they're going to make it to 19.
So, I mean, and that's questionable. But that's what.
Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. What is something hilarious that you've taught your child to say and then they executed it perfectly out in public and you're like, yeah, that's my kid. 603-749-0975 is our number. WOKQ, who's this?
Hi, this is Liz.
What's up, Liz? Welcome to Kira and Logan in the morning.
Thanks. Happy to be back. I've called in before, but I love today's topic.
I'm so glad.
Yes. My daughter's 22 months, and when we're driving in the car in the morning, you'll hear her from the back seat go, I am brave.
Oh.
I am tough. You're like, this is so adorable.
Did you teach her these affirmations?
I must have.
Oh, you didn't even know where it came from, Liz.
I don't know, but it is. She'll be, I am smart.
And you're like, yeah, you are.
Yes, you are, girl.
Mine can't say that yet, but I do the positive affirmations. I'm like, Gwen, are you gorgeous and smart? She goes, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. I'm like, yeah, you are.
I love it.
You got to start it young, that confidence.
Yes.
Is she in the car to perform these positive affirmations?
I've already dropped her off at daycare, so just missed her, but...
We'll just call it daycare. Thanks so much for the call, Liz.
You're welcome.
Be good.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Nice to hear from you. Okay, it is time. It is time to give away those Old Dominion tickets. Who wants them? Literally everyone. 603-749-0975. Again, this show is July 5th in Guilford, New Hampshire. If you'd like to go, you just have to beat or tie me in a battle of pop culture wits. 603-749-0975. Old Dominion tickets up for grabs. We play in less than 10 minutes on 97.5 WOKQ.
Think you've got what it takes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see.
Ready, set, here we go.
It's time to play Can't Beat Kira on 97.5 WOKQ.
Hi, Taylor. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's up with you, sister? Tell me something good.
Oh, something good. I'm up super early on my way to the gym.
Good for you. What are we working? What are we going to do today? Are we going to walk? Little incline?
Little buys and tries?
Little weight sesh?
Today is legs and glutes, and then I have kickboxing right after.
Okay. Booty builder. Trying to build
trying.
that top shelf. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God, Logan.
Taylor knows what I'm saying. Hell
Top
yeah.
shelf.
All right, before we get this pump going, kick Kira out of here. Let's play.
Kira, you gotta go.
I gotta go. Good luck, Taylor.
Go. Thank you.
Kira just learned about the booty shelf. She's going to be saying that all
About the
day.
booty cheek.
She's going to come back into the room saying she was working on her shelf. All right, you ready to start?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here you go, Taylor. Today in 2018, President Trump ordered the military to set up a 6th branch of the military. Do you know what it was?
Oh, goodness.
So it's
I
not.
should know stuff like this.
It's not the Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, or Coast Guard.
Um.
It's the blank
Okay.
force.
Oh gosh, something force. We'll go with G-force. I don't even think that's
G-force. Nah, that's a thing. That's a thing for sure.
It's a thing, but probably not for that. But I literally don't even know, so sure.
Question number 2. This one might be hard also. Maybe all of these are difficult.
Oh, no,
number 2,
you're asking me history stuff.
former Boston Bruins captain Brad Marchand just won the Stanley Cup last night with what team?
Wait, say it again, I'm sorry.
Former Boston Bruins captain Brad Marchand just won the Stanley Cup last night with what team? AKA, what team won the Stanley Cup? And if you say the state, that's good enough.
Yeah, I don't know sports, so I'm going to say Bruins. Is this like Brad Marchand Lynch or something?
No, just Brad Marchand.
Gosh.
Okay,
yeah.
You think the Bruins won the Stanley Cup last night?
No, I don't. Not at all, but...
But that's your guess?
Yes.
Question number 3. This one's multiple choice, all right? What did Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox name their baby? Was it Saga Blade Fox Baker? Was it Slice Blood Fox Baker? Or was it Pistol Burn Fox Baker?
Let's go with Pistol Burn. That sounds like a Machine Gun Kelly thing.
Pistol Burn. All right, Kira's coming back in. Hang on.
All right.
Taylor, was it me today? Was it my questions, do you think?
I mean, the questions, yeah. If you would have asked me country concert or country stuff, I would have known country music.
Right. Okay.
It's one of those days.
It's one of those days, Kira.
Where Logan's questioning
It's
himself.
okay.
Well, one of the
That's
questions
all
I
right.
did very intentionally for you, Kira.
Okay. Well, that always feels nice.
Oh.
Question 1. It's not this one, but question 1. Today in 2018, President Trump ordered the military to set up a 6th branch of military. What is it called? I'll give you the same hints that I gave Taylor. It's not the Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, and it's not the Air Force. It's the blank force. Holy, really?
Nothing.
It's Space Force, guys.
Oh, Space Force. Okay.
That one, I was just as confused.
Yeah.
Taylor said G-Force.
At least you threw a guess out there.
I didn't even know what else to say.
I didn't want to look stupid.
We move on.
Let's keep it moving.
Kira, you cannot get angry at this question.
Okay.
I have quite literally asked you this before.
Okay.
Former Boston Bruins captain Brad Marchand just won the Stanley Cup last night. Mm-hmm. Well, with what team? Who won the Stanley Cup?
The Oilers.
It's not the Oilers.
Oh, but they were in it.
They were in it. They lost to the Florida Panthers.
Oh, what are the chances?
And Taylor said the Boston Bruins. So I am feeling stupid all around. Question 3, 0-0. Kira, this one's multiple choice. What did Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox name their baby? Do you know this already?
No.
Awesome. Was it Saga Blood Fox Baker? Was it Slice Blood? Excuse me, starting all over. I already mixed it up.
Wait.
Here we go. Option 1. Was it Saga Blade Fox Baker? Was it Slice Blood Fox Baker? Or was it Pistol Burn Fox Baker?
The first one.
Saga Blade Fox Baker.
Correct.
Is the baby's name correct?
Okay.
What a wild name.
Blade.
To throw Blade in there?
That's what told me it was right.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And Taylor guessed Pistol Burn Fox Baker. That was just my creative mind.
Pistol Burn.
Like, Machine Gun Kelly, Pistol, I don't know.
No, we got it, Taylor.
No, I see where your head's at, Tay.
We get it. Final score is 1 Kira, 0 Taylor. And I'm sorry for the hard questions. And we do need the phrase of shame coming from you, Tay.
My name is Taylor, and I cannot beat Kira.
But what a day,
What a day.
And Logan's feeling bad, and I think we could not possibly send you off empty-handed. So we're going to send you to Old Dominion.
Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited.
Have a great time. Thanks for listening to us in the morning.
Oh, always. Every morning I do.
So you went out on a date and it felt really right. Should have locked that thing down. Now they're nowhere inside. Was it what you said? You were left on red. It's not fair, it just ain't right. Yeah, you want a second date. Kira and Logan are here to help you, that's right.
All right, it's time for second date update, and Anthony is on the line. I think. Anthony, you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, pal. We already talked a little bit about your scenario, but back it up and explain it from the beginning, how you met Charlotte, what's going on now.
Yeah, I mean, I met her on a dating site, as like everyone does, right?
Sure.
Man, she is a beauty, too. Like, she's just like exactly my type. I mean, she's got big fake lips, big into that, curvy, all the right areas, and she fixes up cars.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's your type to a T, you say?
Very sexy. And I just kind of slid into her messages, and I flirted my way into a first date. Okay, whatever, right? We went on the perfect first date. We went to a car show.
Right up your alley, it
Good
sounds
for
like.
you and her, yeah.
And her alley. So, I mean, perfect, right? Like, we just kind of walked around, checked out cars, went to a beer garden, got a few drinks. So, it was pretty awesome.
Sounds it.
Yeah. And, like, we connected on other things, too. Like, we're both, like, fully invested in the Karen Reed case, like the true crime, like, aspect of that.
Who isn't invested in that right now?
Mm-hmm. There are documentaries. Are you up to date on it all?
Yes, on it all. So I was like, listen, you want to come back to my place and maybe we can watch like a Karen Reed documentary that she had never heard about? And she was like, yeah. And so she did. She stayed really late, like midnight, and then she left. Like, nothing like really happened that way. But I mean, we snuggled up. We made nachos.
Ooh.
It was just romantic. It was fun. You know, I felt like that was like a really good sign, and we're taking it slow. I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. And then she just stopped like texting me and talking to me.
All together? You haven't heard from her since?
All together.
That's so
It's a
bizarre.
snuggle and dash. I mean, maybe that's all she was looking for was a snuggle buddy for that particular weekend, but it doesn't really add up.
That's not a thing, I don't think.
No.
Or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe the female callers can let me know, but I don't think that's a thing. Like, wham, bam, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to be spooned, and thank you for your service.
Well, it does sound like you guys have a lot in common between the cars. She's your type. You guys both like true crime. Like, at minimum, like, seems like a good hangout. You seem like a personable and bubbly dude. So,
You
like,
do.
That's good energy, too.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. I'm trying to get ahead of this thing and think, like, what would it be? And I know she was attracted to me, too. Like, maybe, okay, she's not attracted. I know she was attracted to me. She's like, oh, I love the way you smell. Like, it's so sexy. It's like literally what she said. Like, and again, we're like snuggling and spooning. So, you know, if she thought I was ugly, I don't think she would have done any of that.
This is all valid.
Anthony, you are a smart guy. That sounds true.
Well, let's not go that far, but I like to think I know what I'm talking about.
He's humble, too. All right, Anthony, you know the deal. We're going to put you on hold, play some music, get Charlotte's number from you, call her, and see what the deal is, why she spooned and bounced. And we're going to try to get you some answers, and more importantly, set you up on a second date that we pay for. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you, Anthony, and hang tight.
Thank you.
Second date update on number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning, and it's time for part two of Second Date Update. Here we go. All right, it's time for part two of Second Date Update on 97.5 WOKQ. Logan and I did the dirty work, and we got a hold of Charlotte. She has agreed to come on the show and talk about her date with Anthony and what's going on in that department. Charlotte, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, we know about your date. You know, we know you went to the car show and then a little snuggle session at Anthony's watching the Karen Reed documentary. It sounded like there was potential there, and the fact that it just ended so abruptly isn't sitting well with our boy Anthony. So what's going on?
Listen, I just want to start off by saying that Anthony is a really great guy. It's just, he kind of has this weird quirk about him that it makes you think there must be other really weird things that he's into.
Oh, Lord. We're going to need you to elaborate.
Anthony wears air fresheners as cologne.
He's taken the thing that you're supposed to hang from your rearview mirror and putting it under his armpits.
No way. Is that what you mean?
That's pretty much what I'm saying, but it kind of gets a little worse. There's actually a bottle of Febreze on his car floor, and at first I was like, oh, that's really smart, but then there was like this really weird collection in his bathroom. Okay, he lives alone, but like on his sink where his deodorant is, along with his toothbrush, there's like 7 bottles of Febreze and in all different like scents, like vanilla, cinnamon, lilac, ocean breeze, a bunch of other flavors. Like, who just sits in their bathroom and likes this Febreze their body as if it's cologne. Like,
It can't be good for you.
And that's what I was just thinking.
It can't be good for you. It's not meant for skin.
But it probably lasts forever.
Yeah, because it's meant for wood.
But aside from that, like, it's a red flag for me. Like, I'm sorry.
Charlotte, we have to get this out there because I have so many questions from my man Anthony. He is on the other line. I'm sorry we didn't tell you this, but he did hear everything that you said. And we're just going to bring him in. I have some questions. Maybe you have some questions. But we want him to say his piece, okay?
All right, let's give it a whirl.
Anthony, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah, it's an interesting approach to sense what's going on.
I'm actually taken aback because you said you liked it. So what does it matter? Like the designer label or brand or whatever it is. Like, you complimented the smell. You said it was sexy. So if you like it, you like it.
I got a question, Anthony. I'm not trying to pass judgment. Why are you using the Febreze and the car fresheners as opposed to even
a cheaper body spray?
Yeah, like what's it called? Not Axe, but Old Spice. Like Old Spice makes a relatively cheap one, I think. I have to assume.
Yeah, because this one smells really great. Like, she smelled it and was like, "This is incredible." We were snuggling for hours. And she loved that scent. So it works. It smells great. The way it started was I work at a car dealership, and the cars smell incredible. That's like by design to get you to spend $30,000. So if it works there, it's going to work anywhere. Like, a good smell is a good smell, so I'm able to get a lot of those scents and recreate them on myself.
We all want a boyfriend that smells like a brand new car.
I don't want you to smell like a brand new car, okay? I mean, do you understand how it looks on your end? I know that you're probably like, oh, I don't want to spend X amount of money on a nice bottle of cologne. You can go to Target, JCPenney's, any of those places, and grab a bottle of cologne. Heck, if you don't want to spend full price, go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx. They got great sales. But the bottom line, if you're
way
getting
less
your
about
fresheners,
that. It's not even about that. It's the fact that you loved it until you found out what it was.
Did you really love it, Charlotte?
That's a good question.
Not really. I'm just trying to actually be nice to him. Like, I didn't know it was air freshener at first, obviously. But yes, when we were cuddling, I did tell him he smelled nice. And genuinely, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have done that because now he's getting in his head that the only way he's going to be able to get women to smell up on him and be nice is if he smells like a damn new car.
Okay, let's bring this to Charlotte because Charlotte, the purpose of the call is to help out Anthony, which is to ask you if there's any way that you'd be interested in going on a second date with him that we pay for. We could ask him to maybe change up his scent, fresh leather on date number 2 if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on the second date. I don't want to date a little boy. I'd like to date somebody who can actually be a man.
Ooh, well, that didn't feel right.
That was harsh.
That was harsh.
And she's just such a liar. Like, she said she liked it, and now she's like, oh, actually, I didn't like it.
Well, it just doesn't feel like a match now, does it? No love on the line today, and I think both of you have a person out there that's not each other.
Yeah, and I bet he doesn't wear air fresheners as a cologne, but,
Well, not for
sorry that I'm
you.
what, a snob?
But Anthony's woman might love the smell of ocean breeze.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for that woman.
Another episode of Second Date Update. Unsuccessful, but an episode nonetheless.
That's it.
97.5 WOKQ. It is time for that Morgan Wallen contest code. Here we go. Quite punctual. Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's us, Kira and Logan in the morning. Logan, we were on people's you-know-what list yesterday because apparently we didn't repeat that 820 Morgan Wallen contest code.
Yeah, and sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
The people have gotten accustomed to the repetition. They count on it. So
you're saying they need it?
They need it. They want it. Are you willing to repeat it?
It was full. This one goes out to Cammie in Hampton, who just messaged us less than a second ago.
Oh, wow.
For you, Cammie, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's 422. 422. 422.
You got that, Cammie from Hampton? That one was for you. Good luck. All right, so earlier on the show, inspired by Logan's neighbor, who taught his toddler son to say, I'm a working man, I'm a golfing man, which you can imagine how hilarious and cute that is to hear come out of a 2 or 3 year old's mouth, however old he is.
It's adorable.
I love it.
Kills me.
And it never gets old, I'm sure. So we were wondering, what are the funny things that you have taught your kiddos to say? and they execute them perfectly in public, and it makes you feel so proud. 603-749-0975 if you want to chime in. Hi, thanks for holding. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Elizabeth, and I'm from Hillsboro.
Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome to the show. What did you teach your kid to say?
So my little performer is sleeping and cannot perform. And
That's okay.
It's kind of a visual thing anyways. My daughter Eloise actually turned 1 today.
Oh, happy birthday,
and
Eloise.
all week we have worked on when I say, how old are you? She holds up one finger and she mouths the word 1. And it's been our little party trick all week that we show everybody out in public, even though she wasn't quite 1 yet. So that's our little thing.
And the crowd goes wild.
I like it.
Of course they do.
I like that
Yeah.
she mouths it for some reason.
Yeah. I could picture
She
it
just
perfectly.
can't quite say it yet. She's still working on it. Like she watches you say it and wants to say it. She has words, just not that one.
Not that
Just
one.
not that one.
But I do. If you guys have a Facebook, I actually took a video of her in her little birthday outfit doing it this morning. If you'd like to see it.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. You could shoot us a message. We would love to see it.
And where is that on? Is that in?
We're at 97.5 WOKQ on Instagram and Facebook. So either of those places.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll
I
look
will
forward to
absolutely
that.
Shoot you guys that. Thanks.
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. Good day. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. We were just wondering. We know kids say the darndest things, but sometimes they say those things because they learn them from you. So that's the tale we want to hear. 603-749-0975 is our number. Hi, Steve. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning.
How are you?
Hi, we're very well. But more importantly, how are you?
I'm doing good, considering it's rainy out.
I know, what a dreary day. But we're hoping you're bringing the sunshine with this call. No pressure.
I was at Walmart with my girlfriend's 3-year-old granddaughter, and we looked at the TVs, and there's a ball game on, and then she says, "What the F?" And we went, "What did you say?" She goes, "Daddy says that when he's watching the ball game."
Oh my gosh. Here's the question. Is she saying what the F or is she saying what the F stands for?
Well, no, she says the whole word.
She does?
But he knows this is a radio show.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm not going to be saying that. So she's sorry, because Daddy gets mad at the TV show all the time, and I'm like, she just automatically said it, and then afterwards she laughs.
She knows she's being hilarious.
Yeah, she thinks it's funny, and it's like, no, it's not funny. Can't be saying that. It's a naughty word. You tell Daddy it's a naughty word.
I thought she was just disappointed to see sports on. She was like, oh, this again?
Oh, no. She just like because her dad loves watching soccer.
Thank you so much for the call, Steve. We really appreciate you weighing in.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll be sunshine before the day's over because I work out by the beach.
I hope that for all of us, Steve.
Yeah, you too, and have a great day.
All right, Steve.
Take care.
Be good. Bye-bye.
Okay, taking your calls on 97.5 WOKQ. Old Dominion coming to Guilford, New Hampshire for 2 nights over the 4th of July weekend. We're giving away 2 pairs of tickets tomorrow for the July 5th show, and those are happening when we play Can't Beat Kira. We get our contestants at 6:20 and then again at 7:35. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira, it's Logan, it's the morning, and we are taking your calls on the hilarious things that your kids said in public. And they learned it from you. 603-749-0975 is our number. Hi there, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. What's your name?
Hi, it's Diane. Good morning, my bestie.
Good morning, Di.
So what's on your mind, sister?
When my son was old enough to understand, I would tell him that I had eyes behind my head.
Yep.
And one day he was sitting in the floor playing with his trucks, and my back was to him doing dishes. And he sneezed. And I said, you have to put your hand in front of your mouth without turning around. And then he sneezed again. I said it again. And then I heard, she really does have eyes behind her head.
You proved it. In that moment, you proved it.
I did prove it in that moment without even turning around.
That's funny.
Imagine if he was like, I did, Mom.
No, you didn't, honey.
I know you did not even have to look.
Exactly.
I love it, Di. Well, thanks. It's always a pleasure to hear from you.
Have a great day.
You too, Di.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Hi, thank you so much for holding. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning.
Hello, Kira and Logan.
Hello, who are we speaking with?
Brandon.
What's up, Brandon? So you taught your kid to say something hilarious?
I didn't teach him this, but this happened Sunday.
Okay.
So he plays Fortnite. He's 6, but he doesn't wear the headset, so we can hear if we have to mute the TV with all the other adolescent kids, I should say.
Sure.
Well, I was talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, you want to have sausages for dinner?
Oh, boy.
She's like, yeah, I'll take some sausages. And my kid was like, yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, my God.
How old's your kid? I'm sorry.
6.
Oh, boy.
He's hearing that's what she said jokes, playing Fortnite for sure.
Right, and well, now, needless to say, the TV gets muted, so we can't hear anybody talking.
Yeah, you'll learn that one the hard way.
Poor kid doesn't even know what it means.
No, he doesn't, but he did execute it well.
It was one of those things you're like, oh my, what the hell just happened? And then we just laughed.
6 going on 16 very quickly.
I was in shock and like in awe.
Well, that's hilarious, and thank you for sharing. It's such a recent and fresh tale. That's a story you'll tell for a long time.
It will be.
Thanks for the call, Brandon. Have a great day. If you didn't get a chance to share your tale, but you wanted to, definitely shoot us a message on our 97.5 WOKQ app. We'll be checking those all the live long day and getting lots of joy from those stories. 97.5 WOKQ. Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. So there was a little snafu that went on yesterday at Laney and Lou in Portsmouth, where I met up with Steven to have lunch. Logan, you might kind of know where this is going when I start. Let the story play out, I ask you. So, by the way, side note, Laney and Lou was an absolute social scene yesterday. I was only there for about a half hour, and I ran into 3 people I knew, one of them being Logan's neighbor, Pete.
Oh, you ran into Jones?
I did.
Come on.
I was like, Pete Jones.
Yeah, I love me some Pete Jones in the morning.
Yeah, it was the morning, actually. He's got this big burly beard now, and he's like, I'm going to Brazil tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. We're going to miss him.
Yeah, well, he's going to come back to America.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a few weeks.
For sure.
Anyways, so Steven and I are perched up. They have this like little coffee bar, and we're waiting for our food. And we hear, a few different names called, and then we hear Gwen, order for Gwen. And we're like, we perk up because our daughter's name is Gwen and we don't hear the name a lot. And we're like, ooh, someone here's name is Gwen. We can't wait to tell this stranger we have a daughter named Gwen. Not that they'll care, but we're parents and we're obnoxious. And she just keeps saying, Gwen, is there a Gwen here? And there's no Gwen coming to claim this food. Like, she came out 3 different times to find the Gwen.
Sure.
And then she's getting annoyed, kind of, because she's like...
Yeah, you got the sandwich. She's just trying to get rid of and move on to the next one.
She's yelling for this mythical Gwen.
Mythical.
And so she goes to the girl who took the orders, and she's like, I can't find Gwen. Where's Gwen?
Yeah.
And she points to me, and the girl was like, sorry, I saw your necklace says Gwen, so I just assumed that your name is Gwen.
Oh.
And I put your food under that name. I said, oh, that's my daughter's name. This is the first time I've worn this. This was my push present, this Gwen necklace that I wear every day. And I always thought that maybe it's confusing that people think my name is Gwen.
Yeah.
And it's the first time that it's kind of bit me in the bottom in public. Not really, because it was like, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting my food.
It is a permanent name tag.
It is. So I ask you, is it confusing that I'm wearing this necklace that is not my name?
Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Like, who's
I'm happy you're
staring at
saying
your
that.
chest that long?
Apparently. I thought it was interesting. And no shade. I love Laney and Lou. This girl was so sweet. It took my order. But I would never look at someone's necklace and be like, okay, that's her name.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of a funny snafu, but it did make me think, is this confusing more people than I'm realizing?
Well, maybe. But it is interesting, like when you have someone else's name tattooed or a necklace. Missy has a keychain that says Logan. I don't know why.
She really likes you.
Yeah.
She really likes you.
That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was thinking, down the line, of course, if I have other kids, am I going to have...
Are you just going to extend it? The chain grows.
I mean, I'm wondering what I do, because I'm not going to just rep one child's name. I'm going to have to, equal. I can't pick favorites.
Can you imagine,
Even
though?
though she's my favorite.
Can you imagine, though, like, down the line, you got, like, 4, and you just keep growing the chains, and you go into Laney Lou's, and they're like, is there a Gwen Francis Frankenstein?
Thank you for naming one of my children Frankenstein.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
So stupid.
Okay, 97.5 WOKQ. Yeah, Jordan Davis singles you up. Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. It is time. Aren't thou ready?
Thou is.
4 compliments, double downs, and apologies. Brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett, New Hampshire. I am complimenting. This really didn't happen on the show, so I'm going a little off book today.
Tell me more.
But I want to compliment my daughter, Gwen, for trying to help me out. You know, who needs to get lip injections when you have a daughter who will drop your iPhone on your own face and give you a fat lip, saving me all kinds of money?
Kira.
Thanks, sis.
What situation was your daughter above you with a cell phone?
I'm lying on the couch.
Okay.
She's sitting up.
Okay. On your chest?
You know, like next to me.
Okay.
On the couch. My head is like, you know, near her lap, kind of. Not on.
That's so
Not
the
on her
opposite,
lap.
but okay.
Yeah, not on her lap, but like near her lap.
Sure.
And she's playing with my phone, and she's playing with it over my face, and then drops it on my lips. And I got a big fat lip. And then I said, well, now I know how I would look with lip injections.
Did we learn any lessons or no?
I don't need to be giving her my phone, for one. I don't need to be lying down on the job.
Yeah, on the job is funny.
That's the second.
Yeah.
And the third is, I don't think I look so great with lip injections.
Okay.
So there's a lot to be learned.
Great stuff.
And my compliments to her for teaching me so many valuable lessons in just 10 seconds. What do you have?
I could compliment anybody who called in this morning regarding our topic. What did you teach your kids to say? But I'm resorting back to the OG, my neighbor, Mr. Jared Fish, and his wise and hard-working son, Miles. Anyway, my neighbor taught his kid to say, and I quote, "I'm a working man and I'm a golfing man."
Yeah, you are.
And it is the best thing in the world. It is so damn funny. Every time I see him, he says it. He means it. And he, like I said, he believes it. He wholeheartedly thinks he is a hard-working man and a golfing man.
It's a really convincing performance.
I like when parents make their kids say something that's really adulty. Yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It tickles you. It makes the crowd go wild. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you to Logan's neighbor Jared and little Miles for being our inspiration for our topic today. It brought us a lot of joy.
Yeah, a lot of giggles. Good stuff.
Lots of giggles. On that note,
we out.
Ginny Rogers is up next. So is 30 Minutes of New Country. So is that 1020 Morgan Wallen contest code that Ginny will have for you. So good luck with that. And don't forget, all day long today, who loves ya?
We do.
On 97.5 WOKQ.